Okay, so we're here with Trey Smith. He is still the record holder for the single largest retail month in flooring for us with 340,000. That was March of
Last year.
last year. So anyway, Trey, if you would please, what are the most common mistakes that you see hardwood floor buyers coming in? What do they need to know? What would you tell the salesman to be looking for?
One of the first things we see as customers come in the front door, we ask them what they're in here for, and probably these days, probably 40 to 50% are looking for a hard surface floor. So one of our first jobs as a salesperson is to figure out, is it a residential or commercial application that they're considering a hardwood floor for? Where do they live? Is it something they're moving from, moving to, going to live on the floor? Are they interested in warranties? What's their first thing that brought them into this store regarding a hardwood floor? Most of the time when people come in here, because they don't know. Secondly, they're looking for a color rather than something that's going to protect their investment from now and in the future. So it's our job as a salesperson to ask certain questions that lead them into the right way, because probably 75% of the people walking through our doors or calling us on the phone have no clue of what they're actually buying. It's our job here to guide them into the right buying choice. A lot of times people are motivated by money. A lot of people are motivated by color, motivated by neighbors, friends, relatives, things of that nature. They're really not protecting their investment most of the time. People do not know what they're buying, period.
So what's the difference in hardness? Why should somebody care about a hardwood
The
versus?
most common mistake I see when people come in is definitely going to be the species of wood. People often pay attention to price, and that brings them in the front door. We're very thankful for that. However, price does not always mean quality. Yes, do we sell lower quality woods at a really low quality price? Absolutely, because we want to service everyone that comes in our door. However, most people when they come in do not know what they're purchasing. So in other words, a birch is only 1200 psi on average on a Janka scale, whereas a hickory is about 600 to 700 more psi. So I'm going to ask a customer what's going on in their home. Do they have traffic? Do they have children? Do they live in a country where boots or rocks or sand may be on the bottom of their boots when they come in? How often do they clean their home?
Right. So if they live in a downtown high rise and the woman's walking in with high heels every day, maybe birch is not the best scenario for her.
It's absolutely not the best scenario for her, and that's something you pay attention to. Most people, when they come in here to spend $15,000 or $10,000 with us, may not be dressed the best when they come in here. We have to ask those questions. What do you normally dress during the day? I was at a job 2 weeks ago, walked in the house, and they were considering matching a floor that they already have, which happened to be a solid floor. All over the floor was dents and dents and dents and dents about this size all over it. So I knew right there this person had high heels and they had a soft species of wood.
Okay.
So it gave me a very good example of talking to them about what they're actually purchasing and why.
Do you explain to people that they need a moisture test?
Absolutely. That's one of the first things we always do. Here in Texas, we have one of the biggest claims in Texas is a water claim. The second biggest claim is wind claims. So therefore, we have really shifty, watery slabs here in Texas. This time of the year is springtime, so it's going to be more prevalent to us about water and moisture in the slabs. So yes, that's definitely a conversation we have to have if we're going to secure a good installation, not only for them, but for ourselves as well.
Okay. Any other kind of wrap up points you can think of? What do you see people making mistakes where the customers, they don't even know what they're, they saw something at Home Depot or anything else you can think of?
One of the biggest problems that I see coming to the door when somebody's doing hardwood floors, especially solid wood floors, they're comparing price without comparing who's actually putting in the floors. A lot of people come in here and they purchase even a pre-engineered floor or a solid wood floor to be installed, and they're interested in materials only purchasing. But they're not realizing that anyone in a truck with tools or anything can do anything, and you can find a better price. However, are you going to secure the best installation for the longevity of their investment? Most of the time, when people are considering that, they're not realizing the real deal that goes behind their purchase. So we have to remind them of what they're actually doing.